Hey, everybody out there in Cyberland on a Sunday evening. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening, about sunset time here in Little Switzerland, North Carolina. And hey, the reason for this video is I need to get something off my chest. I'm outside walking around because I need to calm down, cool down, and get recollected, okay? And I'm going to turn this around in just a minute so you don't have to look at my puss. And look at something that's prettier. If I can do it. Maybe I can't do it from here. Well, I'm going to turn it around. Okay? So you should have a different view right now, all right? The reason I'm upset is this. I just got off a three-way Skype call with one gentleman in the UK and one gentleman in Australia. And the subject matter was something that I was interested in. It was an internet marketing tool that looks really interesting. It's unique. It's brand new. It's only been launched in July. And on the surface, I was really interested in it. Until the fellow from Australia got on the line. Okay, and I found out that his primary company was Empower Network. Okay, well, Empower Network is a real hot button for me. Now, what I'm about to express is strictly my opinion. Actually, it's not just my opinion. It's the opinion of a lot of people that have been around the network marketing industry a long time, are far more experienced than I, and probably more objective than I am, and better able to evaluate a company. Okay, and I guess what got me in the mood that I was in was that I read an article that was just released on Troy Dooley's site. Actually, it was a result of a 6-month study by a fellow named Len Clements, who studied Empower Network from A to Z and had interviews with David Woods and David Sharp, etc. And and it exposed the real truth. Okay, and the first thing that comes to my mind is David Sharp's story is a bunch of BS. Okay, and there are so many loops and in his history and his story that it just makes you want to throw up. And the same is true with David, and his story about living in a in a van and being broke in Hawaii. Well, it turns out that he did that because he wanted to, not because he was in bad shape. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of Empower Network. Okay, so cut to the chase. The reason for this video is to implore you, if you're considering Empower Network, to not beg you, but to implore you to do your due diligence, okay? Here's what I recommend when you do due diligence on a company. And I'm going to put some links at the bottom here of pretty extensive articles about both Empower Network, David Sharp, and David Woods. But here's what I look at. First thing I look at is the management. Okay, and Google's a very useful tool. You want to know, what's the history of this man or woman's honesty, ethics, morals, character, and integrity. Okay, and if it doesn't smell good, I stop right there. Okay, because that's the leadership of the company. That's the top of the tribe, okay? And who you associate with is probably what you're going to be like. Okay, the next thing I look at is the product line. Or rather, I ask myself, are they emphasizing their product line, or are they emphasizing the money first? Okay, in the case of Empower Network, it's pretty obvious. What they're selling is the concept of 100% commission, which I'll talk about in a minute. Their products are basically outdated 2.5-year-old videos of training seminars that you pay a small fortune for. They're going to encourage you to spend up to $250 in your first year for these trainings. Okay, they virtually have no retail customers at all that just buy the products And the only reason, the motivating reason for buying those products is to qualify for you for higher commission. So there's virtually no emphasis on the products. Okay, next, the compensation plan. Their big thrust that everybody in the industry is talking about, that was the big magnet, was their talk about 100 commission. Well, I'm here to tell you, and you can research it, okay? In order to get 100% commission, you're going to have to be a master recruiter, because you're going to have to give up the commission on your second recruit, your fourth recruit, and your sixth recruit, and every fifth recruit after that. Now, I can't prove it. In fact, I'm about to write an email to Len Clements, who did this 6-month study, and ask him if he can, if he has any evidence of how many people actually earn 100%. And I'm guessing that it's less than 3% of the affiliates in that company. So I've touched on the management of the company. I've touched on is the emphasis on the products or the compensation program. And now I'm talking about the compensation program. Okay, last but not least, the question I ask myself is the company willing to back up what they have to offer by offering a money-back guarantee, either on the joining fee and or the products or services? Well, I can tell you, you can tell yourself, okay, once you've spent the money with Empower Network, bye-bye. Okay, there is no such thing as a money-back guarantee. They have a no return policy. So that, in a nutshell, is a little overview of my view of Empower Network. I'm not the end-all, be-all. It's not necessarily the gospel truth, but it's my gospel truth. And the reason I mentioned my Skype call was once I found out that the fellow in Australia was with Empower Network, okay, I automatically made a decision. I cannot associate myself in business with anybody that's associated with Empower Network. Okay, to me, and I may be wrong, you know, it may be my generation, but to me, you know, like attracts likes. Okay, and if you're associated with somebody whose honesty, ethics, morals, values, and integrity are questionable, frankly, I'm going to question yours. So anyhow, I made a decision right there and then. I said, guys, I really can't pursue this any further. You know, right or wrong, I cannot be associated with anybody that endorses or promotes Empower Network. So with that being said, I'm going to put 3 or 4 links of articles that you really should find out on your own by doing your due diligence, but I did a lot of it, so I'm going to put these links down there, and you know, it's up to you if you want to review them or not. But if you're considering joining this company, you know, the big card is you can start for $25 a month, but I got news for you. You're going to be encouraged to upgrade to $150 a month every single day of the week. So with that being said, I needed to get this off my chest. Not sure why my emotions were running so high. I can't remember the last time that I cut off a telephone call. Actually, I said, guys, I'm going to hang up. I don't choose to pursue this anymore. Anyhow, thanks for letting me get some stuff off my chest, and I hope you've had a great weekend. Over and out for now. Bye.